Sorry for the delay on this video, but let's talk Doctor Strange, the latest trailer. Some of the Easter eggs, references, and things potentially missed, including details on the villain, slight character changes from the comics, and speculation about what the hell is going on? What is this? Anyways, potential spoilers, but as always, I don't know much about anything. I mean, like I said, what is this? What the hell is going on? Now, as I'm sure you're aware, Doctor Strange aims to introduce a new element to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the same way the character did with the original comic. That is the idea of magic and parallel dimensions and the like. Now, there isn't a lot of hints towards this being a Marvel film, aside from the giant Marvel logo at the start, but we do see the Avengers Tower and some visual similarities to, of all things, Ant-Man. Both of their powers have links to quantum mechanics that render the laws of space-time meaningless. That's what they said. I don't know what that means. Probably just a lot of weird cloaks and fire teleport circles and whatever. But like most Marvel movies, this is set in real time after the last entry. There are some exceptions to this, such as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is set a few months after the first. We know this to be true because Kevin Feige confirmed that when Doctor Strange was mentioned in The Winter Soldier, that was before he became the Sorcerer Supreme, but still made Hydra's kill list for being a talented neurosurgeon, but arrogant and outspoken. Some details about his character and Rachel McAdams's have emerged. They were in a relationship, and it appears that he went the high-flying prestige career route, and her not so much, but they've remained friends. So after the incident that has his hands smashed to bits, he ends up traveling the world, exhausting all his resources in order to get them fixed, and ends up falling in with the Ancient One, and then pursuing the mystic arts. According to Tilda Swinton, what she teaches can technically be learnt by anyone. So it's not like the Force where you either have it or you don't.
We'll use the Force. That's not how the Force works.
But at the same time, some are more adept than others. Like this person. They're probably shit at it. What direction are you facing? What are you doing? Wong in the comics acts as a manservant to Stephen Strange. But here, and from what we get in the Doctor Strange prequel comic, he's a master of the mystic arts and kind of a magical drill sergeant. He also appears to be tied to, or even resides, in the Sanctum Sanctorum, a building with an insane amount of magical energy for various reasons that I won't get into, which traditionally is purchased by Stephen Strange and becomes his home. But here I guess it's already tied to the Ancient One and houses the Cloak of Levitation. But let's talk villains. Okay, so Baron Mordo is one of Doctor Strange's greatest enemies, but not yet apparently. Mads Mikkelsen's Caecilius is traditionally a disciple of his, but this time around he's a former ally who seems to have stumbled into the Dark Dimension, which is again hinted at in that prequel comic, and now most likely answers to someone else. And it's been speculated that that's Dormammu. I guess it's kind of like how Loki fell off into space, and when he came back he was a worse person, and he had a weird new hat. That's pretty good. But look, what's this bloke up to? I don't really know. Maybe he's trying to fold our universe into the Dark Dimension, seeing as he seems to be the one with all the Inception city-bending powers. You can see here he's tilting the street in an effort to keep Strange and Mordo from entering a portal. A couple of last things of note. This spell looks like it could be the Shield of Seraphim. This might be the Flaming Whip. And I'd say there's a very good chance that the Eye of Agamotto contains an Infinity Stone. Kevin Feige said himself that it can manipulate probabilities, and elaborated on this by saying, in other words, it can screw around with time. So yeah, it's probably the Time Stone, seeing as we haven't got that one yet. Just space, mind, reality, power, fire, heart, Ring of Sauron, stick, framed picture of a sandwich, and gnome with his butt out. But is there anything else of note that I've missed? If so, feel free to leave it in the comments, along with any other thoughts you might have, including do you think another Infinity Stone will show up? And are you excited to see the introduction of magic and alternate realities into the Marvel Universe? And if you're keen for more stuff like this, I got some other trailer breakdowns I'll link at the end, and I'm also working on a video on all the comic book properties Marvel have coming out. If you're a subscriber, you can turn on notifications and get that if you want. Also, last Monday on my podcast, The Weekly Planet, we broke down all the massive news that just came out of Comic-Con. That is linked below if that is something that you would like to hear about. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Take care.